So I made this mini junk journal. It was for a swap, and it's supposed to be a mini size. It's 4 by 6 inches, and it's closed with this seam binding that's coffee dyed. And let's see, on the cover we have Jane Austen with her signature. This is a painting that was done when she was 13, but there is some people say it's not really her, but most people think it is. There's a lot of evidence to suggest it is. And on the back, this is actually, it's very soft, kind of like suede. It's just packaging from like Sam's Club. And these are photo corner, like book corners. And then inside, let's see, we have just some paper to do the inside cover. There's a quote from Jane Austen, some stitching on the side. I have a paper clip there. This is a silhouette of Jane Austen. And you can journal space on the back, plenty of journaling space in here. This is just somebody from the Regency period, some fashion from that type. This is a tag from Mark Twain. And let's see, there's a quote about Jane Austen on the back. And this is another Regency fashion thing. And if you take it out, you can see another one in there. Here I have clipped in a letter from Jane Austen to her sister. So this was kind of interesting. And you could journal on the back of this, but this was kind of a pretty letter that she wrote. And I had just had that paper clipped in there. Some paper. Let's see, here's some more journal cards. So there's plenty of journaling space on there. Another quote, another fashion plate from the Regency period. That's when Jane Austen lived. Just some pretty lace, some writing space. There's some lace on the edge here. It's on the edge of the paper. And then this was supposed to be some Regency style with lace. And here's another just clipped in people. There's writing space on the back, and you can move them around. And a lot of these I just decorated the paper clips a little bit. There's a lace doily. Here's a page. This is an illustration from a 1893 book, one of Jane Austen's books. And then this is from a watercolor painting that was commissioned by Jane Austen's nephew. So that was done in 1869, long after she was gone. And there's another page from her book, the other side of the lace doily. Here there's a little tuck here and a little journaling card from Pride and Prejudice. This actually opens up. There's a rose bouquet. Let's see, there's some more journaling cards here. These are all images from her books. I'll put these back in here better later. I just want to flip through everything. Some more of that paper, some more coffee stain paper. This is the silhouette of Jane Austen. I don't know if it came out right, but there's plenty of journaling space. That's kind of pretty. This is actually a watercolor that Jane Austen's sister Cassandra did. So that's a journaling card. And again, we have another quote from Jane Austen. There's another quote from one of her books, and somebody in the Regency style. This is another watercolor that Jane Austen did, and that's just a journaling card. This was Cassandra Austen. She painted that of her sister Jane, but you can't see her face. Another quote, and here we have Jane's death notice. I made that into a belly band, and here's a card of the Steventon parsonage where she lived. And you can see on her death notice, and this was from the newspaper where she lived, and it had that she was a daughter of George Austen, rector of Steventon. So that's the parsonage. And that's it. I hope whoever gets this enjoys it. It was fun making.